Happy Homebrew Wednesday, boys and girls. Sorry I've not been around for a wee while. Life's been getting in the way, family life, and work's been really busy. So I have been doing a bit of brewing of late. Not as frequently as much as I have been in the past, unfortunately, but I have been trying to, keep the volume coming through. So I've done a couple of double scale batches, which was a steep learning curve, I have to say, but the second attempt at the double scale seemed to go a lot better, saved a lot more time, so that might be a good way forward for me. And if I do have some more time in my hands, I might just go back to doing 1 gallon batches, and then that way I can get through some more recipes. But for the time being, that's going pretty well. In terms of a home brewing update, we have a batch of Cabernet Sauvignon on the go. It's been fermenting and it is SG stabilised on that one, so I'm due to put in the stabiliser tonight and degas it over the next 3 or 4 days, just by mixing it up. These two here are my Mandarina Bavaria American Pale Ale. So the last 2 batches of double scale that I've attempted, I made sort of last minute decision in both of those, where I just thought, right, I'd only got 1 gallon demijohns, and I thought, right, I'm going to put one type of yeast in one batch and one type of yeast in a different batch. So essentially, all the grain bill and the the wort is essentially the same hops, everything. It's just the difference in yeast. So that'll be quite cool. Hopefully, once they're ready to drink, do a taste comparison side by side on them. So that's my Mandarina Bavaria. I guess one thing that's quite notable difference is, despite being the same batch and only the yeast being different between the two of them, they're quite a different colour. So from memory, I hope I've got this right way around, but from memory, this one was the Safel USO5 and this one was the Liberty M36, I think it was. I'll just need to double check that, but yeah, that's quite interesting. I'm noticing a wee difference in that. Sorry about that. My partner's giving the wee ones a bath, so I think Erin's just a little excited. And then lastly but no least, I've got my American Pale Ale. My what was in it? Oh, I've forgotten now. Simcoe. It's my version 2 of my Simcoe American Pale Ale. First one was awesome, loved it. And just done an ever so slight tweak. I had some hops left over. I've chucked in a wee bit of Galaxy, really not very much. I don't expect it to contribute much, but we'll see in time. And again, I did this the exact same with the second batch, where I split it into 2 and used 2 different yeasts, the exact same 2, M36, Mangrove Jacks, and Safel USO5 again. So again, with these 2, you'll notice the colour difference. So again, this time, the darker version seems to be the Safel USO5, and the paler version seems to be the M36. So I'm just away to do some bottling. They've been dry hopping for I think 4 or 5 days now. So they're definitely ready to go in the bottle, and yeah, that is pretty much it. So wine on the go, 2 batches of Mandarina Bavaria Pale Ale. Now, I've never used Mandarina Bavaria in brewing before, so also quite keen to see how that one turns out. And obviously my 2 batches in the way bottle, which is really one bigger batch split into 2. And that is pretty much it on the home brewing front. I'm hoping this coming weekend to get a brew on. Not quite sure what it's going to be. I'll need to just maybe look through my grains and what kind of hops I've got left, because I've used quite a lot of my hops and grains recently, taking a wee bit of a hit doing my double batches, so I just need to check what recipes I can actually still do. But I'd quite like to do another IPA or APA, just, you know, maybe before the summer runs out, have something that's quite sessionable, fruity, yeah, something like that. I've got a few other things that are conditioned out in the garage. I've got some bitter and things like that. I'm just not quite in the mood for drinking right now. I'm just really quite into IPAs and IPAs at the moment, just because they're just so drinkable. So that's pretty much it. So thanks very much for listening. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you love it, please subscribe. And any comments, just please leave below. Homebrew up, everyone.